Hello, welcome back to another video on underrated Silver Age book, where we talk about underrated, underappreciated in the history of this hobby more so than value. And this character for sure is not an A-lister. Okay, this is not an A-lister. Perhaps some might not even consider him a B. I can tell you, I knew nothing about this character until I saw the graphic novel in the 80s. And I'm talking about Captain Marvel. It's Marvel? I believe that's the way Marvel want people to pronounce his name. Not, Marvel want people to pronounce him as Marvel instead of Marvel. But this is the book, Marvel Superheroes 12, and the reason why I put this book as an underrated Silver Age book, not because he's an A-lister, but the history behind this name, Captain Marvel. I'm sure many people have known about Shazam, the original Captain Marvel. Certainly I did not. As I told many people, the first time I see this name, Captain Marvel, was back in the 80s, where the Marvel graphic novel of his death, that was the first time I heard of Captain Marvel. Before that, that name, that character never was in my peripheral. But later, as I progressed in the hobby, I learned about the original Captain Marvel, and I thought that was intriguing. I think it's one of the very interesting history of Marvel and DC, and Fawcett, the original owner of this character. And I think it's underrated in that a lot of people don't know the backstory to how Marvel landed this name. It's unheard of in this hobby, as far as somebody, the original company, Fawcett, lapsed in protecting the trademark for this name so that Marvel and Stan Lee can swoop in and take the name. I'm not gonna recite everything that you can read on Wikipedia, but if you don't know the story on how Fawcett basically went out of business and let this trademark lapse, and then I believe another company, the name escaped my mind, did pick up and produce, I think, a few issues of Captain Marvel, a very different, more like a robot, I believe. It's kind of interesting. I remember looking at those books many years ago, and it's fascinating that eventually I think Marvel paid a few $1,000s, something like, I'm trying to remember, under 5,000, something fairly cheap to get the right to this name, and it become Captain Marvel. And I'm not sure who created this look as far as the green and white. I just remember reading that Gene Colan wasn't, even though he drew the first few issues here, he was not a big fan of this character. He was not a big fan of the outfit, the green and white. I think he hated it. So from reading those comments, I'm pretty sure he was not the creator of this look. But I need to find out who is the creator of this look. But it's definitely something that I think, for those that are interested in the history aspect of this hobby, like I am, I love history in everything. So I thought that was very fascinating and very underrated as far as this hobby is concerned. This book, the story behind the name and how Marvel get this. And that's it for this video. Hopefully it will spur some curiosity in some people to go dig up and research on Captain Marvel. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.